Hello humans! Today is Monday, Memorial Day, and I took my workout to the next level. It was extremely hot. It was 95 degrees today. I started my workout later in the day, so I actually stayed in bed till 9, which never happens. And it's kind of cold in my house. I had the AC on, so when I got home it would be nice and chilled, and now I'm like freezing. But I don't want to wear clothes. And I'm about to go to bed. I think it's like the earliest that I would have been going to bed in like a long time. It's 8:53. I don't usually get to bed before like 10:30. Anyways, I wanted to break down my last workout of the weekend that I've been doing workouts every day. And so today I had a 3-hour endurance workout, so it was like a 15-minute warm-up, followed by a 2.5-hour endurance, and then a 15-minute cool down. Now, I've been really bummed about being on the bike lately just because I've been fucking working so damn much, and I'm tired and I'm not resting enough. Anyways, long story short, not finishing my workout yesterday. I wanted to do the endurance ride and do a gamble. If I made it back in time to do the river ride, which is a race ride, then I would do that after my 3-hour workout, and I made it like 10 minutes before the river ride started. So here we go. Full workout today, 4 hours 48 minutes. I did 100.5 miles, and there was about 1,600 feet of climbing, not much climbing. Average just under 21 miles per hour. I averaged a 98 cadence for 100 miles. And only 35 of that was a river ride at the end, so 65 miles I averaged a high cadence. But I wasn't going hard. I was doing endurance, just not very many watts. I averaged 190 watts for 5 hours, and my heart rate's still broken. My heart rate monitor is definitely broken. I checked it out today. There was some browning around the button. Anyways, lap 1 of 5, we have 15-minute warm-up, which was an average of a 97 cadence and 167 watts. Lap 2, 2.5 hours of endurance, which was like, I don't know, 189 to like 220 watts-ish. And I averaged a 100 cadence. Holy shit. 2.5 hours. I knew my cadence was high, but oh my god. And I averaged 207 watts. I was really proud of my actual workout today. I was like, you really stuck to it, didn't you? Yeah. And I only went up to 593 watts, and I was probably like at a stoplight or on one of the rollers. I kind of just like didn't click it down fast enough, and it kind of just spiked. But yeah, 21 mile an hour average, 100 cadence average, and 207 watt average for 2.5 hours. That was pretty chill. I was chilling. I was enjoying myself. It was a good workout. And then I had to do a 15-minute cool down, which I extended that to the river ride. And so lap 3 was a 25-minute cool down, but it wasn't so much of a cool down. I still had a 20 average, 98 cadence, and 198 watts. So it was kind of almost the same as the endurance. The numbers weren't very different, like compared to the warm up and the cool down. Or I mean, sorry, the warm up, the cool down, and the endurance section. So yeah, 98 cadence, 198 watt average after the 2.5 hour endurance. And then lap 4 was the river ride, hour 10 minutes, 23.5 average, 93 cadence. I actually was like clicking down to slow down my cadence because it was so extremely hot, and after I did that workout, excuse me, I just crushed a bunch of food. And so I was like kind of making it down at like 90 cadence to make it feel slower, so then that way like I can just calm down a little bit. Like I was a little uncomfortable in the saddle. I just haven't been getting a lot of rest, so that could be why I'm a little sore on the bike. And then I averaged 190 watts in the river ride. I sat in like the entire ride, And then when it came down to the very end, like I didn't do the first sprint, I just sat in, and then at the very last sprint, at the end of the river ride, I just like bridged a gap because the person in front of me didn't go with the group. And then I got into the group, and there was about like 15 dudes or so, and I just kind of like moved up along the side, and then with like 400 meters to go, I seen a dude get ready to go, and so I just jumped on his wheel, and then but I jumped a half a second too late, and he ended up taking the sprint, but like I got second in the sprint, which is kind of cool. There wasn't a lot of heavy hitters out there, but there was a couple really strong dudes, and I didn't do much work at all. I kind of just sat in because I had just done like an insane amount of riding in the heat. My cool down was 27 minutes with a 15.3 average, 85 cadence, and 108 watts average. I was chilling. I had a freaking Sprite in my hand, chatting with Matt, and we just kind of rode back together, and then I crushed all the rice and bread that you just seen. I only ate half of the French bread, and then I ate avocado, which, yeah, it's some fat, but I don't fucking care. Like, I'm still probably gonna be barely at 10% fat for the day because I've had bananas and pineapple, blueberries and cherries, and dates on the ride. I had dates on the ride, and I had sugar water, and I had 2 Sprites. So, yeah, good ride. And now I'm gonna rest. I race this weekend, but I'm just gonna rest all week. I'm just gonna work, come home, sleep, and rest, and just not think about riding my bike, even though I want to. But I've been doing so much that I just am really tired. So I'm gonna chill. So until next time, have a good night.